Greetings Boffins, welcome to the Boffin Lab. I'm Mardor Tarrant and this is a Nano-Guide for EVE Online. We're ready to go destroy the Drifter Hive. Click on the Set Destination option to set your waypoint. Notice you have 3 solar systems to pass through to reach your target system. Check your ship is ready to go and hit the undock button and we're on the way. When you undock, you'll notice that your overview is rather cluttered, as is your space view. This makes it a little difficult for you to see. What you're seeing in your overview is a large number of mobile depots, which have been anchored in space, largely as advertising for player corporations and alliances. There's an easy way to get rid of this clutter off your overview, however. Select one of them from the list, right-click on it, and choose Remove Mobile Depot from Overview. This quickly cleans up your overview. At a later date, you'll want to mess with your overview and choose exactly what it shows and what it doesn't. At the moment, there's no need for you to see the mobile depots as you're not likely to use them. I have to travel 3 star systems in order to reach my target system. I'm going to do so by manually jumping from one solar system to another. I'm not going to make you watch it though. Time to fast forward. We've just arrived at the last Stargate and are about to pass through. On the other side, we'll be given a link to the destination for this hive. It'll appear in the operations info panel and there is a warp to locations option. Click that and you're on your way. If you don't see that option in the operations info panel, you're in the wrong place. This is really just a large acceleration gate. Treat it like any other. Click on the acceleration gate and choose Activate from the overview.
Warp drive active.
As you arrive on the battlefield, you get an idea of just how chaotic a combat of this nature really is. You don't have time to pay too much attention to the spiel, though it is worth listening to. You have targets already on your overview. While there is a lot of red targets out there in space, the ones assigned to you are on your overview. Pay attention to those ones. Lock them up by using Control and clicking on them in the overview. Then start orbiting and firing. Clear them out as quickly as you can. This way your shields will survive longer and prepare you for later on down the fight.
Battleship wings, you are the spear tip that breaks their ranks. Cruisers, support the flanks of the big boys and be ready to provide E-war support. Frigates, I need your dogfighting skills. You guys have to keep any seekers or drones off the backs of the ships of the line and their support squadrons. Every shot will count, and I need every ship in the fight for as long as possible. Follow the lead of your commanders and maintain fire discipline. Affirmative, Fleet Commander.
If during any section of the fight you find yourself in a critical situation, you can use your afterburners to try and get a fair bit of distance away from the rest of the enemy. Repair up, come back in if you need to. Once you finish off the first 3 targets, start heading towards the last red target on your overview. The story unfolds as you find out exactly what's going on.
And around the time the facility went offline, we lost communications with the Liberty.
So, we found out that this enemy cruiser is in fact a stolen Galante capital ship. We've been told we have to grab it with our web of fire. A web of fire will slow the target down, but it's limited in its range. You need to get inside 10 kilometers before you can even turn it on. Burn towards the enemy target as fast as you can, using your afterburner. Once you're inside 10 kilometers, hit it with your stasis webifier and it will slow its speed by 35%. Now, you're told to start shooting. This is your primary target. Do not switch targets because you've been told to kill this first. Unfortunately, enemy reinforcements are on the way. You're getting some help in killing off this capital ship, but you're about to start taking fire. You should be able to last until you finish killing this Federation captured ship. The first enemy targets have arrived on the battlefield and are already shooting at you. There's nothing wrong with locking them up. Hold control down and click on the targets either in space or on the overview and they will automatically lock. You can currently handle 4 targets. The number of targets you're allowed to have at any one time is based on the ship you're flying and your skills, plus a few special fittings which will change that. The enemy capital ship is now about to die, and your next mission is to clear out the frigates that's trying to kill you. If you don't get rid of these, you're not going to make it through the rest of the mission. Even though the commander is telling you to go and kill the Hive, get rid of these guys first. They're priority 1, otherwise you'll never reach the Hive. Quickly cycle through your targets. If you can manage it, anticipate when a target's about to die and switch to the next target as quickly as possible.
Locate the Hive on your overview and approach it.
This mission is time critical. Do not stop to loot the battlefield. Wait until the whole fight is over before you start stealing stuff. Your stasis webifier works on the little ships as well as the big ones. A slowed target is an easier target to hit for missiles and gun systems. Your orders are to approach the Hive itself and destroy it. However, there's some enemies in the way. Target the Hive and hit approach, then hit your afterburner. Burn in as fast as you can. The Hive has some Guardians on it though, and the rest of the fleet's not going to help you. You need to take them out before you start shooting the Hive, otherwise you're not going to survive this fight. Target the enemy cruisers first, the Seekers, and start shooting as soon as they're in range. They're already firing at you, and the fire you're taking is pretty heavy. If you left them alone, you would be dead. Clear them out before you start engaging the Hive. I'm about to kill the last of the Guardians on the Hive and then start shooting the Hive itself. However, over the next minute or two, more reinforcements will arrive. I recommend that you switch your targets. Kill the things that are shooting you first, then go back to shooting the Hive. Keep switching back and forth until the Hive is dead. I'll fast forward the next few minutes worth of battle so that you can see what's happening without having to wait too long. This section of the video has been fast forwarded to just get through the action rather quickly, but you are missing the commander's speech at the moment. Essentially what he's doing is recognizing you as a full capsuleer in the Galente Navy. This, however, comes at a cost. You're expected to finish the Hive off, and he is telling you that the explosion is going to be so big you're not going to escape it. That's right, you're going to die. So's your ship. Now you know why I asked you to insure it in the last tutorial. Fortunately, as a capsuleer, you are immortal. When you leave station, you risk largely the ship and what's in it. Sometimes you also risk any implants you have in your head. But fortunately for you, You will be reborn on the station where your clone is kept, even if you die out here. As we kill off the last ships, the enemy hive is nearly at its breaking point. As you fire the last shots at the hive starts to detonate. This is something you're going to have to get used to in Eve. You've just lost your ship, and if you notice in the bottom right, you've just been told you also got an insurance payout. Remember what I told you to do last tutorial? Anyway, now you're in your pod, but you haven't escaped the explosion. This blast is going to end you. The fate of all capsuleers is to eventually end up a frozen corpse in space. However, your consciousness is right now being transferred to a clone in your solar system where it was kept. You're back at your starting station and you're ready for your new career. You've been given material and ships as a reward for your efforts against the Hive. You can obtain these by hitting the redeem items from the E menu at the top of the Neocom. However, the next tutorial will show you how to redeem these items, how to prepare for your next steps in the EVE Online, and where to find the career agents. The next tutorial is all about the career agents, which will show you the different careers in EVE Online. In the meantime, have fun, good hunting.